Good morning, everyone. Kitty Foster, your storytelling astrologist, reader of the stars for June 26th, 27th, and 28th. So on the 26th, if you felt as if, because happen to be recording this on the 27th, there was something in the background that you couldn't quite reach, you couldn't quite understand, you felt as if a force were coming, and yet there was no energy behind it for you to access, that was because we had two oppositions with our will and our Uranus energy with that moon that moved into Sagittarius. And while it was in that energy, it really wasn't giving us a whole lot of information about what was being transformed and then up to the truths that were coming forth. Because what was happening was a real nurturing. We have the 29th degree of Jupiter in Cancer, really asking us to nurture our truth, nurture our learning, along with our Neptune placement, Neptune that is in Aries, asking us to take responsibility for that nurturing and for how we're communicating that, how we're experiencing that. So yesterday was a great immersion in being very present and being aware that time, our constraint, has an energetic footprint and that we're anticipating feeling something big that is connected to our own personal learning is stepping forward. So today we have that same Sagittarius moon, and that moon is activating our vision. So yesterday we really couldn't quite get our hands around what that vision was because it wasn't a conversation that was happening in transformation. But today that transformational energy that is Pluto, that is the bigger picture, that Aquarian Pluto, is working with some new truth. And though it's in very small, subtle ways, today is a great day of movement forward. Movement forward for our vision. As for our Cancer Sun, that's a little less of a move forward. As a matter of fact, the truths of that aren't, again, really apparent. So it really is about us activating some kind of transformation in order to see something that moves forward. And along with that in the background, this is creating a new structure, new neural pathways, new somatic understanding of where we're going in this start of our new structures as a collective. And then on the 28th, we have that Sagittarian moon that very early in the morning moves void of course and stays void of course most of the day. We have our Mars energy moving in to Gemini. So that Mars energy of the 26th was really working at the 29th degree with that energy that was our expansion energy, our Jupiter energy. So today, as we move forward with our Mars, we really are looking at aligning our will with what we need to experience. It's a rather, I want to say, forceful placement, but not as an I force it, it's as an I'm called to do that. So that Mars is activating that expansion energy. Both are we're at the 29th degree, and then Mars moves very early on. So we do activate our truths, our nurturing of our truths, which, by the way, is getting ready on Monday to move into Leo. And that is quite a shift. We have been a great alignment, nurturing ourselves for this alignment, and now full speed ahead as we go into July, especially mid-July. Pay attention. And then in the background, we have our Venus energy, which is nurturing, which is working with that energy of the void of course. So it's our personal things we find beauty and truth and balance around. And it's really not about us experience them or communicating them. It's really about our internal litmus test, our internal clock of energy that is stepping forth to have us completely own those truths in this structure we are creating. I'm Kitty Foss. I will be back on Monday. Monday, quite a day. It is the full moon. Mercury goes retrograde. And then on the 30th, on Tuesday, we have that great shift of Jupiter for the next 18 months in Leo. And it's very early in the morning. So the 29th and 30th, quite the alignment steps forward. So this weekend, we're really getting ready for that by understanding our own truth. Namaste.